Hi, I'm Sara Paige from Scottsdale Club SAR, bringing you a yoga practice. In our last session, we did a little bit more of a warm-up with a gentle practice. So if you would like to replay that video up to the 14-minute mark, that's a really good warm-up for what we're about to do today. This practice will be slightly more energetic, a little bit more challenging physically, and will represent more like a vinyasa flow class that you might take from your studio or when you come to Club SAR. So let's begin standing at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Find a comfortable distance for your feet and stand up with length in your spine without being overly rigid with your posture. Relax your shoulders. Set your gaze on a still point in space and focus on your breath. Experience your breath as a 360-degree expansion throughout your core cylinder. Try to breathe left and right just as much as you are breathing front to back. Tuck your chin slightly back in towards your throat so that your neck feels spacious. As you inhale, sweep your arms overhead. As you exhale, side bend over to your right. You can capture your left wrist or forearm. Keep your ribs nestled in. Inhale, bring yourself back through the center. And exhale, side bend over to your left. Inhale, reach tall through the center. Exhale, pull your arms down as if you were doing a lat pull in the gym. Keep your spine straight. Let's do that part twice more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Last one like this. Inhale. Exhale. Stay firm in your legs and foundation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge through your hips and fold over your thighs. Separate your feet wider and bend your knees quite a lot here. Let your head hang and hold your upper arms. Just sway your back side to side. Let your trunk spiral slightly. Bend your knees a little bit more and step back to a tabletop position. Keep your right hand really firm. Broaden your upper back. As you inhale, open your chest towards the left. As you exhale, bring both hands down and round up your back like cat pose. Two more like that. Inhale, opening. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, open. Twist. Exhale, cat pose. Same thing, other side. Keep your left arm really rooted and firm. Inhale, open your chest towards the right side. Exhale, cat pose. Twice more, moving at your own breath rhythm. Final round. Let's hold the cat pose. Drop your tailbone. Draw your front body towards your back spine. Push the ground away. And then find a level spine. Adjust your hands slightly wider. Tuck your toes under and pike your hips upward and backward for our first downward facing dog. It might feel nice for you here to walk your dog a little bit, feeling that tensional stretch around your ankles and calves, maybe even your hamstrings. Send your sitting bones high and wide and stretch the column of your spine as you push the floor away. Lift your heels. Walk yourself back to the front of your mat. As you inhale, bring your spine up halfway so that it's level to the horizon. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do that part twice more. Put your hands somewhere, perhaps on your shins or even on your hips. Lengthen it out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Final one like this. Inhale, half lift, long and strong. Exhale, fold. Strong backside now. Inhale, rise, root down through the earth. Exhale, bring your hands together near your heart. Tadasana once again, reset. Inhale, reach upwards. Exhale, side stretch right. Inhale through the middle. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus your arms, and this time curl back into a small back bend in your upper back. Inhale, stand and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms firmly, step back to a high plank. Optionally, you could lower your knees for a kneeling plank. Breathing for 5. Strong legs, 4. Reach through the crown of your head all the way through your heels. Breathing for 3. 2. Now find a sense of your arms trying to pull the front of your mat towards the back of your mat as you lower all the way to the ground. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down, tuck your tail slightly. With just a little bit of help from your arms, come up to a cobra pose. Lift your heart forward and then lower all the way down. Let's do 2 more cobras. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, release to the floor. One more time. Another cobra, or if you know upward facing dog, you could lift your hips and thighs off the ground. One more breath here. And then take your hips up and back for your downward dog. Stay connected to your breathing. Elevate your heels, either tiptoe, step, or hop your feet up towards your hands. Bring your feet in closer. Perhaps your big toes even touch. There can be a little gap in your heels. Bend your knees and lower your seat to a chair pose. Reach your arms out in front of you. Stay soft in your neck. Arms could go a little higher, but a little wider. Neutralize your spine and pelvis. Breathe in 1 time here. Exhale, hinge and fold. Step your left leg back. Runner's lunge. Set your feet so that you feel like you are on train tracks rather than a tightrope. Firm up your legs, pull your sternum forward. Reach your arms back behind you like wings, palms face the floor. Come up a little higher on a diagonal line. As you inhale, bend your back knee and bring your spine vertical, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward and reach your arms behind you. Twice more like that. Inhale, rebend, vertical spine, arms reach. Exhale, hinge and fly. 1 more repetition. Find your breath. Be strong in your legs. Hinge and reach. Keep your arms behind you here. Widen through your collarbones. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine slightly and step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Arms can be out front. We're back to the chair. On your next exhale, fold over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way to stand. Reach your arms outward and upward. Exhale your hands into your heart. Take a moment here, close your eyes, be with your breath. Open your eyes. Bring yourself into the chair pose. Lower your seat, stay heavy in your heels. Strong reach from the outer arms, but a soft neck. When you're ready to exhale, fold over your legs. Half lift, inhale, it's long and it's strong. Exhale, fold. Hands down, step your right leg back to a runner's lunge, and then give yourself a little stability by widening your stance from side to side. As you bring your arms behind you, bring your spine up on a diagonal line. Inhale, bend your back knee, bring your spine upright. Exhale, hinge and fly. You know the way, let's do 2 more. Establish a good rhythm between breath and movement. keeping in mind that your rhythm might be different from my rhythm. Step forward, chair pose. Breathe in here. Exhale, fold over your legs. Rise to stand on your inhale breath. Exhale, bring your hands together near your heart and stand up tall. Let's open up to the long side of our mat now. Take a wide stance, about 1 leg's distance between your heels. And we'll start with our toes turned out slightly. Think of a ballet plie. And then let's find a squat here. Keep your spine vertical, lower your seat. Work on pulling your thighs outward away from the midline of your body. You can keep your hands near your heart here, or you can take your arms outward and upward. You determine the depth of your squat. Inspire a little lift of your arches and stay connected to the outer borders of your feet. As you inhale, straighten out your legs. As you exhale, pivot yourself to a warrior two. Turn your right toes to the short end of your mat. Angle your left toes slightly in on a diagonal line. Arms strong at shoulder height like swords. Bend your right knee. Keep your left leg straight and strong. Rotate your palms to the sky. Reach forward slightly. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay bending into your front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Your breath. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, open up to that wide leg stance. Repivot your feet, toes facing the long side of your mat. Toes out, heels in. Find the squat. Any position for the arms, what feels right for you today? Strong legs, push the floor away. Settle into a warrior two. Now with your left toes facing the opposite short end of your mat. Left knee bending, right leg strong and straight. Shift forward slightly in your ribs. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do it again. Reverse. And warrior two, exhale. Inhale, pivot back to that open, wide stride. This time, keep your toes facing the long side of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Feel into the front of your hip creases here, where your pants wrinkle up when you sit down. We're gonna fold from there, so keep your back nice and long like tabletop position. Come just halfway down to begin, and bring a little more of your weight forward into the ball of your foot. Keep your toes pretty soft, and stay connected through the tripod of your foot. On your next exhale, continue to hinge, and fold over your legs any amount. Your hands can come down to the floor. They could hold your ankles, your heels, somewhere along your lower leg. If you're feeling a little bit more resistance in the backs of your thighs here, having your legs a little wider might help you. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch, heel toe your feet in a little bit narrower. And then refold your body over your thighs. Find your breath. Bring an awareness to your posterior chain, your strong glutes and hamstrings, your spinal muscles. Inhale, come up halfway, bring your hands to your hips, hug your elbows towards each other, knit your low ribs in. Take another round of breath here. And then contract through your backside to stand up. Let's go back to our warrior two, right side. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to the ground, lift your left heel. Step your right leg backwards. Your right knee could come to the ground here for a side plank variation, opening up to the left. Or if you're feeling a little stronger today and you'd like a little more, any version of a side plank. So I'm going to offer you some choices here. You can just hold this like this. You could come onto your forearm if your wrist doesn't prefer being loaded this much, or you could add a little extra by elevating the hips just a few inches and feeling that strong side core respond. Can you breathe evenly? In and out through your nose. Last couple here. And then bring your left hand back down. Let's find a plank. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, walk your feet forward. Inhale, come up halfway, long and strong. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way to stand, reach out and up. Exhale, hands near your heart. Take a step open to the long side of your mat again. Preparing for warrior two with your left toes turned open to the short side of your mat. Adjust that back leg so that your stance feels about right for your hips. When you're ready to inhale, it's reverse warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down next to your left foot. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Step back to a plank. Firm legs. Firm backside. Widen through your upper back and collarbones. And then for your side plank, remember you can take your knee to the floor and open up. Still focusing on that strong side body. Or you can find that stacked leg version of side plank, Vashisthasana, maybe adding that little bit of extra. Thinking of a rainbow shape underneath your left side body. Think of pushing your left hand down and also scrubbing it slightly forward to find power from the back left shoulder. Last couple. Move into your high plank, please. Find that strong pull as if you were trying to drag your hands back towards your toes. Keep your spine long and strong, legs active. Slowly pull yourself all the way to the floor. Come onto the tops of your feet, point your toes backwards, low cobra, high cobra, upward facing dog, or if you know Sphinx pose, that's a nice choice. And then we'll bring the knees down to take a moment's rest. This could be a child's pose or a simple kneeling pose with your spine sitting upright. Lay your eyes closed. Notice how you're feeling right now. Yoga asks us to be the observer without attachment, without diagnosing or judging. Simply observe and learn. Take just a few more breaths here in stillness. Find that 3D expansion throughout your core cylinder, breathing outwardly into the left and the right side of your rib cage. And then you can either meet me in this simple kneeling position, or you could sit with your legs crossed, or if you know lotus pose, some sort of meditation seat. As you inhale, raise your arms overhead. As you exhale, bring your right hand down, maybe just the fingertips, and stretch your spine up and over to the right on an arc. Breathe in, reach tall through the center. Exhale, side stretch to your left now. Inhale through the center. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart slightly. Shorten the muscles in your upper back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. Take a bow. Give thanks for your strong and healthy body and this opportunity to practice virtually. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.